Hey everybody in the insurance industry, my name is Brad Montgomery. I'm a business keynote speaker. I speak to a ton of audiences, but speak so often in the insurance industry, we made this video series. This is number 3 in a series about avoiding and handling burnout, especially for insurance folks. So, first of all, you need to know this is what I do. I talk about this as my job. I travel around the country talking to groups, including tons of insurance groups, about how to handle burnout, how to be better, how to get more out of ourselves and those people around us. Really, I'm a performance guy. But today we're talking specifically about burnout, and I've got 3 tips for you. Get ready, put your seatbelt on, let's go. All of these tips fall under one umbrella, which is take responsibility for improving your workplace culture. So if you're a leader, I'm talking to you, right? It starts at the top. If the leader is not encouraging positivity and a non-toxic workplace environment, you got a problem. But let's pretend you're not one of the leaders and you're not in charge. I'm still talking to you. As I travel around the country and say, well, who is it that's a ray of sunshine in this organization? Who does everyone know is there to build everyone up and is just like a big smile in human form? All the time. It's always the same. Every group has 1 or 2 or 3 people, and about 100% of the time they're a surprise. They're not the president or CEO. They're not on the C level. They're the person who is at reception. There's somebody who sweeps the floors. There's somebody who does the copy room. This could be you, and it should. So, first one, take responsibility for it. What does that look like? 1, are you being as positive as you can? I'm not talking about like weirdly positive where everything wonderful. But I'm just going, are you in a good mood? Are you bringing that to work on purpose? Are you strategically sharing your thoughts with your team? You should be. I'm going to give you one specific idea how to do this. Check-ins. This means you, regardless of your job, regardless of your status level, should be going up to people and saying, how you doing? And they will mistake that for a greeting and say, I'm fine, how are you? But you're going to follow up and say, no, I'm asking you, how are you? It's been crazy around here lately. Are you holding up? That is powerful. Everyone loves the feeling of knowing somebody has their back and cares about them. This is because everyone wants to feel seen. And by checking in with people, you're doing that. Now, don't fool yourself. This sort of feels like I'm instructing you to help someone else with their burnout, which I am. But the coolest side effect about this concept is that by helping others, the person who receives the most in this exchange is the person giving the encouragement, the person doing the check-in. By helping others with their burnout, by building this culture on your own, taking responsibility for it, regardless of your job, helps you feel less burnt out. So easy, let's go. Second, here comes your second tip. Communicate openly. So what does that mean? I mean, don't be one of those people that is silently unhappy or silently happy, but no one knows it. When it comes to a meeting or even an informal thing where you're standing at the coffee machine or whatever, beers after work, you ought to be communicating openly and saying like, oh, actually, I think this is working. Actually, I think that's pretty good. And if there's something that can be changed that you have some positive criticism for, constructive criticism for, be the one that says that. You're going to be a role model for how to complain. You're going to be a role model about how to take things that are wrong and make them better for everybody. You're going to be a beacon of positivity even when you're asking for something to change. The most successful organizations and the ones that have the least burnout are the ones where transparency is not a surprise. It's where transparency is expected and executed. So be that for others. You have. Let me just put a little pin on this. You can't be a whiner. I'm not asking you to go whine about everything that's wrong. And by the way, the parking is horrible and I have to walk so far. I'm saying have a personal mission of being totally transparent and an excellent communicator in a way that'll inspire others to positively communicate as you are. even when you're talking about things that maybe could be better. That's your second tip. We're handling burnout today, people. Number 3, recognize and acknowledge. All right, remember I told you at the beginning that everybody loves to be seen and heard. Nobody wants to be insurance agent 452. No one wants to be support staff 95. Everyone wants to feel significant. So your job is to recognize and acknowledge people. What does this mean? This means sometimes you're just saying, you know what, I've noticed how hard you've been working on that project, and I think it's been weeks, right? You're impressive. I noticed. I just want you to know I've noticed. You're doing a great job. I can't wait to see the end product. That's it. You don't have to be their boss. You're just saying, I notice you're working really hard on a project. This means recognize and acknowledge means giving compliments. Hey, in that meeting, you spoke up and the comment you had was really great. I hope you keep doing that because that's really what we need. It's not that hard, but we tend to not do this, don't we? Don't let that happen to you. Celebrate milestones. Like, you don't have to wait until somebody makes a cake because it's their birthday to say something nice. You can say like, wait a minute, hold on. How long have you been working here? That's longer than me. That's amazing. You're an inspiration. Maybe it's following up and saying, well, how'd that presentation go for you? It went well? No way. High five. Get it? They can be small milestones. They can be massive milestones. But you're acknowledging them for what they do. So I'm just saying these small gestures of recognition, you could bring over a Tootsie Roll and put it on their desk and say, this is because you helped me the other day when the printer was busted and I didn't have time and you just fixed it. This is a magic Tootsie Roll. Get it? The degree of the reward isn't so important as much as that you are doing just that, rewarding positive behavior. All right, my insurance peeps, this is what I do. I'm a business keynote speaker. I focus on a few niches, including insurance. If you feel like your organization would benefit by someone who's very funny, come in from the outside and give them specific ideas about how to get more out of themselves and those people around them. And to do it in a really fun way that makes them feel like they got this, in a way that helps them perform better, well, I'd love to be your guy. So come visit us, bradmontgomery.com. There's video there. There's a ton of information about my keynotes and other offerings. But I'd love to be part of your team. I know we can do something special. All right, it's Brad Montgomery. Make it a great day.